How can I determine whether something is an obligation? I often feel obligated to do a lot of things I shouldn't have to.
This is an important question, the obligation thing.
Yeah.
You and I have had to remove some obligations from our plates recently, our collective plate, because you broke 5 vertebrae in your back, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
And that made you lay up in bed for several weeks because that's pretty much all you could do. And with me and my gut issues, I have a fungal overgrowth, bacterial overgrowth, and that has created some significant, when your gut's broken, your brain's broken. And so I've had some issues with depression because of that, and realizing that those two things are connected, I also realized that, you know what? These are obligations that I might have to set down for a period of time. It's weird though, when we have obligations, the question to ask is like, who told you you had to do this?
Yeah. Do you feel obligated?
Uh-huh.
Or did you overcommit yourself and you've made yourself obligated at this point?
Right. And the thing is, who told you to do this? Usually it's me who told me
Right.
to do this, right? Well, my pithy answer is walking toward the right obligations allows us to leave behind obligations that don't serve us. So we talked about relationships and serving us, but here the obligation serving us, I think in order for it to be an obligation, it should serve us in some way. Otherwise, if you show me your calendar, I'll show you what your priorities are, right? If you look at my calendar, those are my priorities. It's not what I say I do with the day, but those are also my obligations. So those better serve me. They better add to my well-being. Otherwise, they're just getting in the way of my well-being.
Absolutely. My pithy answer is this: being a minimalist doesn't free you from meaningful obligations. So I guess what I'm thinking about here is there are even some obligations I don't want to do, but I still have to do. We got to pay taxes. I mean, that's like it's tax season. That's the one thing that stands out right now. I really wish we didn't have to get all the paperwork together. Even though we have a CPA, there's still a lot of prep work that goes into sending in that information to get our taxes taken care of.
Right?
Absolutely.
With the CPA. So you can, I guess, what would you call that? Chipping away at an obligation, maybe? Like, if you can't remove the whole thing, how do you make it, how do you remove some of the friction?
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour work week approach. Yeah, Tim Ferriss approach. Totally agree.